I I don't know where to begin. This San Diego Padre team just pulled off one of the greatest choke jobs in postseason baseball history, because I think the 2004 Yankees collapse is easily the most historic in baseball. But what happened to the Padres is unbelievable. After going down in game one, game two was such a big momentum booster. They scored 10 runs. Jurickson Profar robbing the home run. The beef between the Padres and the Dodger fans, honestly, I think all helped lend itself to boosting up the Padres. They got to a point where they felt untouchable. Then they'd win a very tense game three, going up in the series 2-1, only needing one more game to win to move on to the championship series. Home game at Petco Park, and they get demolished. They lose 8-0. And then whatever the hell happened tonight. I've double-checked this number, looking at the box scores at least a dozen times by now. The Padres did not score a run in 24 innings. 24 innings without putting a single run on the board. From the third inning of game three on to the final inning of game five, the offense could not do anything. In game four, they hit 0 for 9 with runners in scoring position. It's not as if they didn't have opportunities. They got guys on base, but they couldn't bring them around. And watching it, I'm not a Padre fan, but it hurt to watch as a baseball fan. And then tonight, they had 3 runners touch base. There was 29 plate appearances, and in 3 occasions, they got somebody on. All right, looking at the numbers, it's hard to fathom just how big of a collapse this was. And I think it makes it all that more frustrating that Darvish pitched a gem tonight. He was really good. 6 2/3 innings. He just allowed 3 hits and 1 walk. Otherwise, he was really good. Yeah, he gave up the home run to Enrique Hernandez and Teoscar Hernandez. If your surname was Hernandez, you had a great night. But when you look at the Dodger lineup, which features 3 former MVPs and let's be honest, this year's MVP as well, 6 total current or former All-Stars, an absolute stacked lineup, I would say giving up 2 runs is pretty damn great. So having that kind of outing and watching the offense just do nothing has got to just make you want to claw your eyes out. I can only imagine as a Padre fan, and truly, I feel sorry for you guys because this was terrible to watch. But let me make myself clear, it's not just the Padre hitters not doing anything. Typically, the reason for that is because the pitching was really good, and that was the case for the Dodgers. We talked a lot about their rotation. Of course, injuries. Tyler Glasnow went down. There's been no Kershaw within this postseason. Gavin Stone, he's not going to pitch. So their options for starters are limited, but the bullpen was shut down in Game 4 and in Game 5. And the entirety of Game 4 was a bullpen game. They used 8 different pitchers and didn't allow a single run. They were locked down, shut down, whatever adjective you'd like. The Padres could not hit them. And then tonight, Yoshinobu Yamamoto had a pretty good outing. He didn't really get a lot of strikeouts, just 2, but he only allowed 2 hits and 1 walk. No earned runs. He was really good. And then from the 6th inning and on, Evan Phillips, Alex Vesia, Michael Kopech, and Blake Trinan combined for a total of 0 hits, 0 walks allowed. So outstanding performance by the Dodgers pitching staff. They did really, really well. And honestly, I think they're the reason that you'll see the Dodgers in the championship series against the Mets. But truly, what happened to the Padres? Like I said, they had the momentum on their side. I think they had general fans on their side. You know, a lot of people sided with the Padres, and the Dodger fans were being unruly, trying to hit players. They threw balls at Jurickson Profar. They tried to hit Padre members of the bullpen. You know, Game 2 was such an energizing victory. They carried that on to game 3. They took that, and they couldn't win it at home. They got blown out 8-0. And then this game in LA, they get 3 runners on base. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm interested to hear your feedback. I don't know. I just can't believe what I just saw.